I'm wearing this shirt inside out. You're probably wondering why. It's because I don't wear logos. Why did you buy it if you don't wear logos? This is one of my favorite brands, which doesn't exist anymore. A Japanese brand. I would say probably my second favorite Japanese brand. You've seen two other items that I have from them. Maybe two. Yeah, I've got two other items. A great jump. Okay, we don't need to talk about clothes. Yesterday was a huge loss for me. And if you caught that video that I put out, I was really feeling it. I was really feeling it, you guys. And I don't like to feel bad. It's not a feeling that's comfortable to me. I prefer to either be happy or just feel completely mellow and feel nothing. Feeling sad or upset I almost prefer to feel angry than feel upset or sad at myself. I'm really letting my parents down at the moment, or I have been for quite a while, and it's eating me up inside. And it's the only thing that it's the one thing that I need to fix and solve to be able to have a decent night's sleep. So I put up that video. When I feel bad about something, I had a huge loss this week. I didn't succeed in something that I wanted to succeed in, and it was all there for me, and I worked hard for it. It was all set out for me, and I just had to do this last bit, and I failed. I failed miserably. It's down to me. It's down to me that I failed, and it's just set me. It's not set me back to square one. Kind of feels that way, but we don't think like that. But it's my plans are in disarray as a result, and I'm feeling, even today, I give myself 15 minutes to feel bad about something, but I went to bed just feeling really horrible, woke up still feeling horrible, and I quickly checked LFA because although I don't watch him as much as I used to, I do check in on him every now and again, and I checked in on him, and there was a video uploaded, and I wanted to just stay in bed. I was still feeling bad. I wanted to stay in bed, and I thought, no, you're gonna go and do this walk. And I've started running a little bit again as well. You need this, especially today, otherwise you will lose this day. You will lose all of today if you don't go out, because my walks are a way for me to meditate stuff out, not meditate, just talk stuff out in my head to myself. It really helps. It's the most important part of my day other than when I'm stretching, because if I do these two things, or at least one of them, more specifically the walking, I would say, but I do need my stretches as well. But if I start my day off with this walk, sometimes slash run, I'm going to be fine. Specifically when I've had a bad day the day before. So I see that LFA is uploaded. I'm like, okay, you're going to go. Then when you come back as a treat, you can listen to him. I think LFA catches some of my videos. Shout out to yourself, LFA, if you do. Just my intuition, just a feeling based off of his video today. If you are here, I love your videos. I like the way you story tell. And if you're not here, then I've got it completely wrong. But I don't think I have. So that's what I did. I came back, I listened to LFA, and felt better about myself because I'd done that walk and I talked myself through it. And how do I do that? Berating myself is the worst thing that I can do for myself. It just makes me feel even worse. So I'm trying to train myself out of berating myself, even though if I were to berate myself for anything, it was for yesterday. I got the news yesterday, but it was the day before that I kind of messed up. So how does it work? I'll tell you how it works exactly so you know. I remember one time when I came back from Japan, the last time I came back from Japan, I went to hang out around that period. I went to hang out and see my friend from uni, who I'm not in touch with anymore. She actually visited me out in Tokyo when I was living there. She stayed with me. She's a PhD doc and she's very smart. And she went to my university and we used to work at the gym together. And my university is in central London, and in that area, there are loads of office workers that are just coming and going. So this particular station that we were standing outside of at that time, which was rush hour, is just intensely busy. People just coming and going, and they're all in suits. It's fast paced, it's exciting, and I quite like this station. So something had been bothering me, and I kept talking about it, and I just wasn't letting it go. And finally, she just said to me, "You just need to get this out, girl 150. You just need to shout this out and just get your anger out, get it out." So I stood there, and for about 10 minutes, I just, in a very loud voice, I'm pretty sure it was loud because everyone was staring at me, I just got it all out, and I targeted my anger at the person that I needed to get my anger out at. And it just all came out. It all came out. And then there was nothing more. And she said, is it done? Are you done? Is there anything more? And I said, no, I think I've got it all out. I cannot tell you how amazing I felt. It was the best feeling. And there was this freedom of knowing that all these people are just staring at me like I'm absolutely nuts and I don't even care. The best feeling. And I realized at that moment that female friendships are very, very important. They're different to male friendships, and I'm losing out on not having female friendships at the moment. They're very important. They give you advice, and they give you advice in a way that men don't, and they talk you through stuff in a way that men don't. So they're very important relationships to have, even if you're a man, I think. So what it taught me was that rather than feeling upset, I need to feel anger and get it out immediately, whether it's by myself or with someone. But these days, I just do it by myself. So yesterday, who was I angry at? I was angry at myself, but I was also angry, disappointed, and frustrated with an external, the third party. But I was like, no, you need to direct this at yourself and get it out because you're at fault here somewhat. So yesterday, I just was speaking to myself, but I still didn't feel great. Went to bed, not feeling perfect. Woke up this morning, didn't want to go for this walk. I was just feeling like I just want to shut myself off from the world. But I can't do that because we've got a bank holiday weekend and I need to enjoy myself, okay? No drama base, unfortunately, this weekend. So I see the LFA video, I get myself going, and I go on this walk. And I'm starting to berate myself on this walk. I can hear the internal voice like, why? You're not on it. What's wrong with you? What's going on? You knew how important this was. Why did you screw up so phenomenally? And then I'm like, no, this is not helping me. So I'm changing the speaking voice now. Girl 150, what's wrong? What's the matter? How did this happen? Why are you upset? Talk to me. So I really care about what happens to me. I really, really care about myself. I really care about what happens to me. I care about screwing up. I care about having to take accountability when I mess up. So I'm talking myself through this as I'm going on my walk. Like, what happened? At what point was it that you failed? Weren't you able to turn it around? You could feel in that moment that you were screwing up. Why did you allow it to get to that point? But also, why didn't you turn it around as soon as you realized you were screwing up? So then I'm just talking myself through, okay, You won't let this happen again. That's fine. You've learned a really good lesson. You've learned a really good lesson. What do you have to do next time? So I'm talking myself through all of this. And by the time I got home, I felt fine. I felt absolutely fine. And I listened to the LFA video, felt even better because he's just so calm. He's a great storyteller. I use him sometimes to go to sleep, but there are a lot of times when I'm going through my period of insomnia where I can't even go to sleep to him. So I found recently that I'm going to sleep to my own videos sometimes. Now that might sound completely and utterly narcissistic or egotistical. I don't know. But I found recently that some of my own videos have put me to sleep. No, it's not because I'm boring. I think it's because when you're trying to go to sleep, you need a voice that's sort of one level. If you have a voice that's going up and down too much, it's not the best type of voice for sleeping to. So some people have great voices, but then if they suddenly inject it with a burst of passion or loudness, it can disrupt the rhythm just before you're about to sleep. So that was what happened this morning, and I don't hold on to stuff. I don't hold on to it. You've got to move on fast. Whatever it might be, you've got to move on fast. There's absolutely no point in dwelling, and it doesn't make you feel good. Like today, I've got stuff to do. I've got to find a phone for you guys. I'm actually shocked that this is staying. I'm wondering if I should do another video again later and see if this is what I am supposed to do to get it to fix and lock. Have I been doing this all wrong? Because if I can manage it with this phone, I'm not. No, actually, I do need to change the phone anyway because of the. I know I'm aware of the microphone going up and down. I'm aware, guys. I'm aware. So I'm gonna check this phone out. What else do I have to do today? I might go to the supermarket actually. It's 25 degrees Celsius in London town, the warmest day of the week, and unfortunately, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, it's like raining. So today is really the only day that is perfect weather. I was supposed to go to Bath, but then I checked the weather this morning first thing for Bath, and it's actually raining in Bath. So I was like, okay, whatever. So what am I going to do today? I'm going to check this phone out. I've got some other things I have to do, and I need to just move on very fast. I had other stuff I wanted to talk to you guys about. I came on specifically to talk about lots of things. Give me a second, okay? I've forgotten. There's like a long list of things I had to talk about. Why am I not in touch with her anymore? Because there was a period when there was a moment before I started the channel where my life completely changed. And the people that should have been there for me just weren't there. I remember speaking to her on the phone a while after, and she was walking, and it was just so noisy in the background. She was in central London. It was really noisy in the background. Ambulances going off, police sirens going off, and she was doing her walk. So she was killing two birds with one stone. She was talking to me whilst she's doing her exercise. And I just felt like she wasn't really locked in. and I just came off the call and it had just ruined it for me. Like it was a very serious moment and I needed someone to just listen to me properly. But we'd been having some issues up till that point anyway. I was becoming more verbal about not being happy about certain things. And I think that was the final moment when I just thought I can't do this anymore. So I expressed that later on, and then we tried again at one point to fix things, and it just wasn't working. I've changed so much to the person that I used to be, and it's been a surprise to people because I actually pull people up on stuff now, whereas back in the day I let stuff go. I just let it go. Whereas now, if I'm not happy about something, I express it in a very calm way, like I did with my 3 friends recently uh, about what was going on in Iran. So yeah, is it a loss? I don't know. I don't know. I can't say that it is because I don't ingratiate people who or engage with people who are not there for me when I need them to be there for me because I never go to people for anything. So if you're not there for me, and I've known you since I was 18 years old, if you're not there for me when I need you to be there for me, it's just not possible. It's absolutely impossible. Whereas now that was a very, very serious thing. Whereas now, if something's bothering me, I'll just mention it and then decide on decide how our relationship is, friendship is based on their response. So my Japanese friend, his response was decent. My American friend, her response was decent. Habibi's response was not decent. No accountability. And he's gonna have to make amends. I'm not going to be checking in on him. He's gonna have to sort that out. My silence said everything. And I have a very easygoing relationship with all my friends because they're all outside the country. Not that there are many of them left. So it's not like we're on top of each other. My friendships have never been like that. We'll just disappear for ages and then we'll come back. And it's like we pick up from where we left off. But with him, yeah, that was really disappointing. And he needs to just fix that. So I'm not going to be chasing that at all. Okay, I'm going to go, but I'll probably be around this weekend. So disappointed. This was going to be a long video. I had so much to talk about. What was the other thing I wanted to say? Sometimes I just want to be here.